Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna kill this music. Should have killed it before we hit that new song. Bullets per minute soundtrack. Amazing game. Amazing music. Promote it. I'm not sponsored. I'll promote it. If you like FPS, you like rhythm-based games, good music, check it out. Roguelikes, sick game. Check it out. It's amazing. Bullets per minute. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you once again. 11th of April. 11th of April. We are in a new week, Monday, back in the grind, as it were, for most of us. So, as we do here, we will get started with some gaming news, yeah? Cheers. Get that Java. Hope everybody's week is starting well. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Let's go ahead and pull up our gaming news. Cool. Let's get it. Get my camera out of the way. There we go. Kingdom Hearts 4 is official. We'll take that. We'll watch that one. We'll take a look at that one. Let's pivot over to the news section. We've already read about this previously in news articles through the past week to week and a half. Apparently, there are PS3 titles and PS Vita titles that are showing up with expiration dates of 1970, which are rendering them unplayable to people that actually own these digital versions of the games. PlayStation needs to get it figured out. It's not good. I'm sure that I'm sure they're working on it. It might not be an easy thing to figure out, but they've got it. They've got to get on this. That's not a good thing. What I'm worried about is the potential of this happening to many other titles. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but if it's happening to an amount of them, there's the potential for it to kind of be a situation where this could happen across many of the other older digital titles that people own. So hopefully they get ahead of the ball game here and prevent this from happening. Fix the situation, prevent it from happening to the other titles moving forward. Yeah. We'll take a look at what PS Plus free games for April are. I think we've already kind of hit on this a bit, but I'll pull it back up, take a look, and see if there's anything new, okay? Here we go. Of course, Sega says future of gaming includes NFTs. Yeah, of course they do. Cloud streaming, of course, right? Cloud streaming, of course. Everybody's going there. Everybody's trying to go NFTs, right? We've talked about this many, many times. I can see the potential for NFTs to be used in a way that both is functional for gamers and would benefit developers, but they're not being incorporated in that fashion. They're being brought in a very scummy, scuffed, scam artist kind of way, which is why most of the industry is against them, me included. So until there's, actual devs that get a good viewpoint and concerted effort at bringing in NFTs in a way that is both functional and effective in not being a scam kind of way that gamers can utilize effectively that also benefits the devs, it won't be accepted in the gaming world. I don't see it. I don't see it. Of course, devs are trying to use them because it's a way for them to get money. You know. Final Fantasy IX remake looks more likely following Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement. Looks like Star Wars could be coming to Kingdom Hearts 4. That would not surprise me. We're gonna see if this article actually. I mean, we're gonna watch the video here, so I'm guessing it probably has something to do with showing what Star Wars is in there. But we'll take a look at this as well. Popular leaker reveals Call of Duty 2022 teaser and official release dates. They just can't pump those games out fast enough, can they? Ugh. I mean, how long now has it kind of seemed like, as far as Call of Duty and Battlefield go, it's just quantity over quality, you know? I don't know. That's the way it seems to me, anyways, at least from a lot of what I have read and heard around the community. I don't play those games anymore, really. Ever since they kind of took a dive as far as quality in my um, assessment of playing the games, I just got away from them, and it doesn't seem like they've really done any better since. So I've just stayed away. But to be fair, I haven't been a part of playing those games for quite a while now. Again, if you're not familiar with the news segment, I mean, quite often we'll skip over things we've already read. So some of the stuff we've seen in prior days when we do our news segment. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 races to the best opening ever for a video game movie. Cool. I'm not going to open this, but um, this is the one that just came out. Didn't a movie just come out that they had to overtake then? That was based on a video game? Well, oh God, why can I not think of the name of that video game, man? Oh my God, dude. Not enough coffee this morning. It's wild though. Cool. Um, HyperX now shipping award-winning Alpha Wireless. I haven't done very much reviewing of headsets recently. I have heard good things about HyperX. I've read a lot of good reviews about HyperX. Apparently they have. Is this so? Here's what I want to see real quick. One of the things I traditionally look for: 300 hours of battery life. That's pretty insane in a gaming headset. Oh, you have these, Pinky? For real? What do you think, dude? You have the wireless ones? Good morning, by the way, buddy. How are you, dude? Not wired. Okay, so that's what actually I was going to look at real quick and see if it showed. I am. Whenever I look for a headset, they are super good. Yeah, I've always read really good things about HyperX, and I haven't used them myself, but I've read really good things about HyperX. Whenever I game at my desktop, I always want to be plugged in. Metal, what's up, buddy? Dirt face, dude, is so good. Oh, dude. Hey, yo, do me a favor and throw about 5 of those emotes in at the same time, and let me test something real quick. How are you, Metal? So what my thing with headsets that I always look for, um, hey, there we go. Check that out. Yeah, okay, it's working. Nice. There you go, dude. All right, cool. It's working. Um, yeah, yeah. So that's one of the things I tried to get set up. Here recently we got the emote explosion set up whenever people sub and stuff like that. That was one of the things that I was trying to get working was whenever people use a certain emote an amount of times or whatever. When emotes kind of get spammed out, then we get a few of them popping up, but it wasn't working for me very well. And so I worked on it a little bit last night. Yeah, and got it working. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Um, Here's my thing. We'll go back to what I was saying. I'm a very big lover of having headsets that can be both wireless and wired. What I love is being able because I will never sit here at my computer and game without having my headset wired in. You know what I mean? I just don't. There's no reason, in my opinion. Um, Now, at the same time, if I'm going to go travel and I want to take my headset with me, I like to have a good wireless headset. So, being able to just pull the plug out, have a nice battery life in this thing, and a good quality set of a good quality headset, which I mean, you guys can see my specs and everything. Um, I think this is the is that it? No, that wasn't it. I can't remember. There we go. Is it even showing there anymore? I don't think my peripherals are showing up on that anymore, just the PC stuff. Anyways, I've got a set of Sony headset. I've got a Sony headset, and one of the reasons that I was drawn to it was for one because it had really good reviews, and the other one of the big things for me was because it could both be wired and wireless. Yeah. Um, I think that's a big thing that manufacturers need to look at. There's something to be said for being able to include both of those options in a headset. I think so. Um, let's see here. $200 USD or 200 USD. It doesn't say anything about it being actually being able to be wired as well. Um, just wireless. It is only. It looks like it's only wireless. Yeah. Mm. But I don't know. You might be able to. I like being able to use a 3.5 millimeter audio cable on my headsets. I like having that option. Um, if I'm sitting at my computer, I like to have it plugged in. Yo, it's random mode time already, guys. Let's go. Not Pinky. I know you're not happy with that emote, dude, but I love it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, dude, metal. I love that one too, man. Squid 3. I love that. Okay, we'll keep looking. We'll go ahead and but yeah, I've heard really great things about a lot of the HyperX models. There you go. Yeah, nice. That's cool. See, that works really well, dude. China ends freeze by handing out first licenses. We'll take a look at that. China, man, they are really, really cracking. They're like restricting gaming stuff significantly. Let's take a look at page 3. Change our search up here. 5% battery, but don't feel like getting up on what, like your device, like your phone or your laptop or whatever. So if you fall out of here, we know why. That's what you're saying. Yeah. All right, dude. All right. The Sonic 2 is apparently doing very, very well, dude. In the box office. That's good. That's good. Right on. That means it's probably a pretty solid flick, man. Yo, dude, that's my thing. Like, you better believe, dude, I've got a charger running right up to my bed, dude, for my phone. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Pinky, that's the play, dude. Yeah, for sure. That's the play, man. Yeah. Left it in the living room? Dude, mine does not leave my bed hardly ever. We've already read this. We've read this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Pinky. Yeah, for sure. Uh-huh. We've already read about the new Star Trek game. We've talked about not needing the expensive video game remakes. This is the thing. People are going to go, maybe we don't need these expensive video game remakes when they don't live up to expectations. When they exceed expectations, people go, dude, I'm so glad they remade that game. you know, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, either you're going to win or lose. Yo, the we've talked about this already throughout the week as well, but the Unreal Engine 5 is pretty insane. We've seen images of what they're doing, creating real life CGI stuff of like human beings and everything. It is pretty insane. Pretty insane what they're doing with Unreal Engine 5. The games being built on that engine are large as well. Why do? What's up, buddy? How are you? I do. I'm great, buddy. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. How you been? Yeah, I mean, this is going to be talking about Unreal Engine 5 as well. Um, it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. This is part of the crackdown in China. But this licensing stuff, the tab we have open about the licensing stuff, might talk more about that. Yeah, right here. So we'll see. Oh, for real? Yo, I do. That's sick. That's sick. Which uh are you talking about? You sound like me. Oh, I do. You sound like me. That's me, man. Uh, I plowed two burgers, dude, two double cheeseburgers before I went to bed last night. I was absolutely stuffed. I'm such a fat boy, dude. Yeah, the way you feel right now is the way I felt when I went to bed last night. Yeah, man. Yeah. Uh huh. For sure. That's funny. So you're playing with Unreal Engine right now. Which engine are you, specifically are you messing with? Which version? And you're making a game. That's sick, dude. Can you divulge? Oh, you're playing with five? That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. How do you feel about it right now? How do you feel about it? It's pretty cool. It looks amazing. The things they're able to do with the engine look phenomenal. We Yeah, that's where everybody's going. Yeah, yeah. We've talked a lot about the you know where the gaming industry has really headed, especially with the evolution of engines and technology and the ability for devs to create these big, massive open worlds and everything. And I mean, you look at it, it's like Pokemon's going open world, and the Soulsborne games are going open world. Everybody's headed that direction, right? Bioshock's new iteration of the series is going to be open world. It's everything's going that way, right? Um, which is not necessarily bad, but you talk about open world, and there's a lot of discussion about um, when is a game too big, right? Not yet, Mamzelle, but I have the article pulled up right here. We're gonna watch it in just a bit. We're gonna watch it in just a bit. We're still working our way through pulling up all of our articles. Good morning, Mamzelle. How are you? How are you? Alone doing it? Yeah, no, why do? That's cool. I mean, anything you can do to play around and increase your knowledge and expertise with the tool and everything, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I know, I know. I've got it pulled up right now. We're going to look at it in just a moment, Mamzo. Um, so, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. So, obviously, the big thing that I think devs need to take a really hard look at when it comes to these big open world games is like, yeah, I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. Um, and we've had this discussion a lot in this community is there's something to be said for a game being large. We all want to feel like our money is well spent when we buy a video game, right? We want to feel like yeah, metal, yeah. You're gonna have Mamzelle raging out. Um, we all want to feel like our money's well spent, right? And I think that's where a lot of devs go. Let's just make a game huge, right? But where I feel like some devs are failing to acknowledge the correct way to make a large game is it's not just about making a game huge. It's about making it. If you're going to make a game large, you also need to make the game feel fresh throughout that entire experience, right? As opposed to making a game huge and making it feel very repetitive the whole time, right? Because nobody wants that. Yeah. And if the game is just super massive and you're going through the entire thing feeling like you're doing the same exact thing just in a different area the whole time, basically, that sucks. So developers really need to make sure they're taking a hard look at how to make the game player feel like they're having a fresh, fun experience through the entirety of these large open worlds, um, rather than just trudging through the same kind of content being very repetitive, right? We've had that conversation a lot. Big open world environments and stuff, very good. Elden Ring did a good job, man. They turned their stuff into a big, nice open world. It was beautiful. They added, the mount and the sneak system, and there's a lot of great content. I didn't work my way through that game and feel like I was running into a lot of repetitive stuff, you know, and it felt nice in that aspect of the game. There were other things I had issues with, but for that part of the game was huge. It was large, and it felt really nice. 2% already. Go plug your phone in, man. That's all I'll say about it. But it's important for us as gamers, right? Twitter shares surprising internal figures for video gaming. We'll see what that is real quick. I don't know if it's worth looking at or not. Opposite end of the house, you hop out, you run real quick, grab that charger, and you run real quick back to your room, dude, and you just plug it in, and then you get real cozy again, dude, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, dude. Yeah, we already kind of talked about, dude, NFTs. No, just because no dev is trying to incorporate them in a way that is actually beneficial to both gamers and themselves. It's just a big schemaz right now and trash. That's the last page. We go through 3 pages of both our search for gaming news and video gaming news. The cozies. That's why you got to be fast, dude. Metal. That's why you got to be fast. I know the cozies leak out, dude, but that's why you got to be fast. Pinky, yeah, yeah. All right, so let's see what this is about. Twitter shares surprising internal figures for video gaming. Let's see if we can increase this for you guys. Figures for video gaming shows off Elden Ring popularity. I mean, is it any surprise Elden Ring's popular? No. It was insanely popular before it even released. Twitter is deigning to share some of their internal figures with the public, specifically in regards to video gaming topics and what was the most trending. In regards to certain Dark Souls-like video game from software recently released, in case you hadn't caught on, I'm talking about Elden Ring. Yeah. With nearly 800 million tweets in Q1 of this year, the gaming conversation on Twitter is bigger than ever. Here are our Q1 2022 gaming insights, starting off with some of our biggest gaming moments from last quarter. Elden Ring launch day, dude. Sony's Bungie acquisition got more way more social media hits than Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. Yeah, well, I do. You're gonna have to be, also very careful because, look, this is what I've said about NFTs from the get go of this whole NFT craze. It's like I can see where NFTs could have the potential to be a useful thing for the gamer in the future. But it's a very difficult thing for devs at this point to incorporate. And uh, what is going to be really really difficult moving forward too is that because of what has already happened with so many devs trying to incorporate NFTs in a very scummy way, a very scuffed way, um, gamers as a whole, and even a lot of devs also, a lot of devs have also just been like, this is trash, we're not doing this. And most gamers are just against it because of the already really bad taste that's out there in the industry for what NFTs have had to offer, as far as what devs have tried to do with them already. And I'm right along with it. So it's going to be difficult. What I would say is anybody that's planning on trying to incorporate NFTs into their ecosystems, universes, All right, Metal. Um, unless you are very transparent and very open and can show your community that you're trying to incorporate them in a way that is going to benefit the gamers as well, the community as well, and maybe even the community first and foremost, prepare for quite a bit of backlash. That's my that's what I would say you need to prepare yourself for. So, again, the thing is, and this is the example I'll give you. Okay, take any kind of take any kind of game. We'll call it a racing game. Okay, we'll call it a racing game, and this racing game has potentially highly valuable cars that are very tough to get, maybe very time limited cars. Maybe they do a
Hey, shut your pie hole, buddy.
Yo, Wick, my dude.
Alright, that one was on me.
What's up, buddy? So you like that, dude? Yo, you're good, Metal. You're good, man. Lurk it out, dude. Lurk it out. So we'll take this scenario of a racing game. Maybe they do some kind of event where the top 5 racers out of this week-long racing event are going to get this time-limited car that's going to be based on an NFT, right? It's going to be locked to their account, and it can be incorporated into this game's universe moving forward, right? Yeah, we got some articles to get through, so you'll be good. Oh, A's fault? Sorry, dude. Yeah, Stream Elements is we're bros, dude. Me and the bot are bros. Sorry, Wick. I thought I told you to get ready this morning, dude. I told you to get ready this morning. And moving forward, like whenever they come out with new iterations of that game, or maybe it's just this developer's universe, and these people have that highly valuable asset that's tied to their account, right? And it can't be duped. It can't be hacked or stolen from them. It's theirs, yeah? And it can be used in that game. It can be used in other games where they can utilize vehicles or whatever. You know what I mean? Like maybe they got some, cyberpunk type game as well where they can be like, import your vehicle in, right? I can see where NFT type stuff in a gaming universe could be, you could pull that skin in, right? Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I can see where NFTs in... Yeah, yo, Podcucks, what's up, buddy? Yeah. I mean, that's where it could be beneficial, right? It's where it could be beneficial. And yeah, Podcucks, you're right. Right. Uh-huh. Yes. Well, and the reason for that is because of what a lot of these devs have tried. It's been so I don't know how long you've been hanging out, Podcucks, but that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the incorporation that of within the games of NFTs that devs have tried to do to this point has just been so scummy, and that nobody wants to deal with it, right? And I don't blame anybody. I don't want to deal with it either because everything that any devs tried to do to this point seems like an absolute scam. And that's why I'm just like, no. The only reason it seems like any dev wants to incorporate NFTs is to just make a bunch of money and scam people out of money, you know? And instead of having maybe a coexisting kind of relationship between, you know, a mutual beneficial kind of relationship between their community, their consumer of, you know, their games, and themselves, in where NFTs could be a useful thing for their community and something that benefits them in the long run. It's just everything seems like a scam when it comes to NFTs, right? So I understand. I can see the where it could be a beneficial thing. It's just it seems like anybody that's tried to incorporate them to this point, it's just been terrible. And now everybody's got this awful taste in their mouth about it. And so it's just not going to be accepted. I think it's going to be a very long time, at least, before it's accepted. And any dev that's going to try has to be very, very, very upfront, transparent, and it's going to have to be something that they're like, look, we're trying to make this something that isn't just about money. It's about something that's going to benefit the player base for longevity of our universe, our ecosystem, and our games. You know, keeping people in there and maintaining their assets is a valuable thing, and most devs just aren't doing that. They're just not doing that. This is wild. I can't believe that Sony got so many more social media hits than Activision or than Microsoft did on these acquisitions. That's kind of wild. Um, China ends game freeze by approving first title since July. Oh, Mamzelle, I'm so sorry. So, Mamzelle, here's the thing. I'm actually going to. I decided yesterday that these news segments are going to be started. I'm going to start highlighting these out of my VODs every single day and putting them on my YouTube. Okay, so at the end of my broadcast every day, I'm going to go in. I'm going to highlight these. I'm going to export them to YouTube, and I'm going to put them on my YouTube. So if you want to go back and take a look and everything, you can. Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't realize you were gonna have to bounce so quickly. We were almost there too. I got on a bit of a rant there about NFTs. I apologize. Um, Here we'll just start up the Kingdom Hearts 4 one real quick. Kingdom Hearts 4 is official. Watch the debut trailer. The debut trailer features Sora running through a city before a title card appears. Donald and Goofy also appear. Currently, no release window or platforms have been specified. You can watch the trailer via the embedded below. universe. It's like a mashup already. So saying that like Star Wars characters don't fit in it too, it just that to me it's like it's already a mashup of like a bunch of like wild universes and stuff. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you about that comment. I don't know all the story or anything either. So. Yeah, I figured this was it, yeah. That's Kylo Ren, right? There's that Anakin.
あなたはこの世界に来て7日間ずっと眠っていたの。ここはクワットラトゥム。聖者の世界ではあるけれど、私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。
That's that traditional like that run, dude. Those characters. T-sword. Oh, he's got a heart cut out of his stomach.
Definitely
Cloud the Sephiroth right there. Cool. Yeah, I know there are a lot of fans of these this series. You know, there are a lot of fans out there. It's
手がかり見つかるといいね。はい。どこへ行くんだよ。
Cool. Cool. Nice. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hype around that for sure. Mamzell's just a little bit excited. A little bit. According to Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 4 will mark the beginning of an epic new storyline titled The Lost Master Arc. Are you playing Lost Ark? Players are introduced to Quadratum, which Square Enix describes as a large, expansive city set in a gorgeous, realistic world unlike anything ever seen before in the Kingdom Hearts series. The debut trailer sees the return of Sora's Disney companions Donald and Goofy, in addition to the first appearance of Strelitzia, who is described as a mysterious new character who appears before Sora in this strange new setting. A brief clip of what appears to be gameplay is shown in the video, with Sora running up buildings and flying through skyscrapers. It's currently unclear which platforms Kingdom Hearts 4 will release on. During the same event, Square Enix announced mobile spin-off Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which it said will appear in specific regions this year via a beta. Thrilled to celebrate the series' 20th anniversary with the announcement of 2 new Kingdom Hearts. Should be a T in there. Titles. Said series brand manager Ichiro Hazama in a prepared statement. Walt Disney Games director Nana Gads added, Sora is an original Disney video game hero like no other, beloved by our team and fans across the world. We've been honored to work with Tetsuya Nomura and his team for 2 decades to introduce these original stories of discovery, courage, and friendship. This glimpse into Sora's next adventure is just the beginning. We can't wait to show more when the time is right. Cool. Yeah. Neat. Neat. Cool. Yo, Mamzelle, I really appreciate you coming in and making sure we were aware. Thank you very much. I love people coming in and making sure that we have knowledge of any kind of pertinent gaming industry news information. Quite often, it happens quite often where we'll hit the news segment at the first, because we do the news segment at the first of the day every day, right? And we don't always catch pertinent news, especially sometimes there will be really big news for the industry that will come out just a little bit after we we hit the segment. And I love having people come in and let us know what's going on. So, Mamzelle, thank you very much, my friend. I'm
that one
glad
was
you're
on
super
me.
excited. There you go, buddy. Yeah, dude. Awesome. There's going to be a lot of people hyped about that. That's good. That's good. Hopefully it's a very good game. Yeah. China ends game freeze by approving first title since July. Unclear if Tencent NetEase games were among those approved. The approvals are likely to quell investor unease about gaming. China has approved the first batch of new video game licenses since July. People familiar with the matter said, ending a months-long hiatus that put the world's largest mobile gaming arena on edge. National Press and Publication Administration has distributed to developers a list of approved titles. People said, asking not to be identified, discussing a private communique. That list will be uploaded to the agency's website soon. They added, it wasn't clear if the approved titles included any games from industry leaders Tencent Holdings and NetEase. OHS? Dude, are you looking at highlights? Are you looking at highlights right now? NetEase rose more than 8% in pre-market trading in New York. A representative told Bloomberg News that its Flash Party was among the games approved, but didn't elaborate. Shenzhen developer iDream Sky Technology, Watch Out for Candles, also won a license. Founder and CEO Michael Chen said. Okay. We'll have to see, man. Yeah. There's some crazy stuff with gaming going on over in China. We'll have to keep tabs on it. Executives have stressed they see the domestic challenges as temporary, adding they had a large backlog of games ready for launch once uncertainties eased. After weeks of delay, the company introduced the highly anticipated League of Legends mobile title in China in October, while the franchise's esports tournament and new anime series have attracted hundreds of millions of views. Uncertainty continues to dog online social media and entertainment sector. China last week kicked off a formal campaign to rein in the potential abuse of algorithms by internet giants from ByteDance to Tencent, taking aim at the way social media platforms serve up ads and content to hook users. Yeah. I mean, they've really been, Yo Metal, what's up, buddy? They've really been taking aim at gaming, like trying to prevent anybody under 18 from playing hardly any online games, or very, very limited amounts of online games every week, and they're doing all kinds of like regulations over there in China right now. We'll have to keep tabs on it. PS Plus free games for April in a sticky situation. The free games have not had the warmest reception. It's potentially the start of a new concerning trend for the service. right out the gate here. So if you guys recall, the new PS Plus subscription service is like supposed to be rivaling Xbox Game Pass, right? This is PlayStation's subscription service, and it just came out. There are 3 tiers to it. PS Plus subscribers have access to 3 new games this month, namely Hood Outlaws and Legends, Slay the Spire, and SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. On their own, these games certainly have their fans, but they aren't landing too well collectively among PS Plus users for a variety of reasons. Slay the Spire is perhaps the best out of the bunch, but many will still turn away from it for its card-based nature. We're actually going to play this very soon. If not at the end of this week, next week. Overall, it seems I've been wanting to play Slay the Spire forever. I love card-based games, and I've just never dove into it. It seems PS Plus subscribers are not happy with this month's selection. 2022 itself has been an odd year for the service so far. January and March's games were warmly welcomed, but February and April's have been criticized pretty heavily. If they are indicative of the general quality of service going down, then the reason may be somewhat clear. But what is unclear is how this will influence future games on the service too. All of this is speculative, but the reason these games may be on the lackluster end could be the upcoming changes to the service. Yeah, creating new tiers for the PS Plus subscription. The final tier granting fans access to a library of 700 plus games across the PS1, 2, PSP, and PS3 platforms. And these changes will be live relatively soon, in June. Here's my big issue, though. PlayStation has the ability to make their consoles backwards compatible, and they are not doing it because they're trying to suck money out of us. So, for all of us fans of gaming that have been, buying their products for how long now, that have held on to those games. We have those PS1, PS2, PS3 games, stuff like that. They have the ability to make the PS5 backwards compatible, and they won't do it because they want people to pay double. If you don't have the older console, they want people paying double to play the games by buying into their subscription service, which feels trash. I hate it. Why should they not make the console backwards compatible and be able to read legit PlayStation older console titles? Yeah. I'm a bit heated about that. I don't like that. So the thought was that they had put a patent in. They thought the patent was to, a while back, 3 or 4 months ago, they thought the patent was to make the PS5 backwards compatible across all the previous platforms, consoles, but apparently it wasn't. So here's what I'll say. If you can get your hands on one of the original PS3s, the original PS3s can play PS1, PS2, and PS3 games. So that might be your play. That might be your play for the time being. If you have a lot of the actual games for any of those consoles and you don't have the original consoles, go try to get your hands on an original PS3. And you'll be able to play those titles. But do your research and make sure you're actually getting a model that will play all 3. From what I understand, all PS3s can play PS1 titles, but only the original PS3 models can play PS2 titles. So do your research, okay? We'll keep tabs on the PS Plus stuff as it continues to roll out. Final Fantasy IX Remake looks more likely following Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement. Kingdom Hearts 4? Yeah. A remake of Final Fantasy Tactics is also expected. That's sick. Final Fantasy Tactics was amazing. What an insane game. Following the news that Square Enix has trademarked Tactics Ogre Reborn in Japan. The only Final Fantasy IX left is the sole title to be announced or trademarked by Square Enix. GeForce Now database leak revealed several unannounced Square Enix titles that would later be confirmed, such as the PC version of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Remastered Chrono Cross. Same leak would reveal PC version of God of War and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. NVIDIA confirmed at the time that the leaked GeForce Now database listed containing God of War PC, Gears 6, and more is real, claimed the games on it were speculative. According to Windows Central, many of the Microsoft code names mentioned in the NVIDIA database are related to actual projects, some of which have already been announced as real games, such as Playground's Fable Reboot. Final Fantasy IX was released in 2000 for PlayStation, directed by Hiroyuki Ito, who would later direct Final Fantasy XII. Unclear when a potential Final Fantasy IX remake could fit into Square Enix's release schedule. It's currently working on Final Fantasy XVI Kingdom Hearts 4 Forspoken, which got pushed back to October. Final Fantasy... One of the big things about Forspoken, though, if you're not aware, Forspoken is going to be like one of the first PC games to utilize Microsoft's direct storage capability. If you're not familiar with direct storage, it's basically when data needs to access the GPU, instead of it processing through the CPU, it's starting to go straight through pod. Think of it a bit like how a modern computer running Windows 11 is sometimes not compatible to run a game made for Windows XP. Then multiply that issue due to lack of flexibility patching, which console can't afford. What exactly are you referring to? Are you referring to the backwards compatibility stuff of the PS5? That's what you're referring to. It's already been confirmed that they can backwards compatible. They can make the PS5 backwards compatible. It's been confirmed. The biggest issue for the backwards compatibility thing is PS3. They just need to invest a little bit more time and money into it. But it's definitely doable. The fact... It is more expensive. Obviously, look, PS5 already runs PS4, right? So that's not the issue. And PS3 has already been made backwards compatible for PS2 and PS1. The big issue is the PS3 version, right? But we've already read news articles. We've done a bit of deep dive into what the, and you're right. You're definitely right. Yeah. But the big issue is the PS3 compatibility. Yeah. And it would definitely take a bit more time and money for them to get it done. Yep. But it's not like Sony's hurting, dude. Especially, it's not like their gaming department's hurting. You know what I'm saying? The gaming industry is thriving, man, and in my opinion, there are many individuals who have been many gamers that have been true to these companies. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. No, I know. Look, here's the thing. And the more anybody hangs out here, the more they'll come to understand how I feel about... I'm very passionate about gaming. And I'm very passionate about the industry. And I'm always gonna advocate for a better gaming world for us. Okay? I know the world we live in is not lost on me. And I know what runs it. Right? People are greedy. Companies are greedy. Right? But I will never quit advocating for a better gaming world for us. I will never quit advocating for more people to have access to the world that I love, which is games, right? You'll quickly find that out about me. So I understand why it probably won't happen, but I won't quit trying to voice my opinion on why it sucks that Sony is not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So fight the good fight as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Against the man, if you will. You know? I mean, and this is like some of the stuff that you'll come to find out the more you hang out and visit the news segments and stuff like that. And I'm very opinionated, but I'm also I'm always advocating for a better gaming universe for all of us that are so passionate about the industry and our games and wanting a better gaming world all the way around for all of us, right? It's kind of the same thing. I've brought up Nintendo recently, and we all know how many people are kind of upset at Nintendo for what they're doing with, you know, Nintendo's terrible about removing their vintage games, but not wanting people to access their vintage games through any kind of emulator or anything. At the same time, Nintendo's also, look at the core of what video games are. They're supposed to be a good time. That's why they were created, right? To have fun, right? And here we have Nintendo this year at EVO 2022. They won't let anybody play a Nintendo game at EVO, right? If you don't know what EVO is a fighting game tournament, right? Where traditionally there is a big player base for tournament play of Smash games. But they won't let Nintendo games be played at EVO this year. You know why? Because Sony bought it last year. Sony bought the tournament rights. So Nintendo's like, well, that's our rival. Sorry. We're not going to let anybody have any fun with our games at that tournament this year, you know? Which feels bad. Because I feel like these companies lose sight of what video games are. And look, I get it. It's a business and everything. But at the same time, it's a tournament, man. Sometimes these companies need to remember the fan base, right? We're all in this to have fun. We love video games. We love these companies because they help us have fun, right? And when they do crap like that, just in spite of some spitefulness, whatever, it's like, it just feels bad. So it's just me. People aren't always going to agree with me, and that's fine. That's also what this community is about, us having conversations, and we don't always have to agree, but I love having civil conversations about my opinion versus other people's opinion and stuff like that, right? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe Final Fantasy 9 remake as well, potentially. So, leakers have become part of the lives of the developers and players alike. Most of the gaming news is now shared through leakers as game developers are becoming more reserved about their releases by the day. Latest leak that has come out is for an upcoming Call of Duty title, and many players wait in anticipation. The game in question is Modern Warfare 2. There has been no official news about the upcoming game, but according to the release trend followed by Call of Duty, a new title should be available for players in the fall of 2022. Call of Duty as a game unites people through cross-platform and cross-gen capabilities. Therefore, it can be expected that the game will release on all platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Now to talk about the leak. The new leak comes from a reputed source, Ralph's Valve. He has provided lots of information that have come to fruition in the past, and this time it is about Modern Warfare 2. In his recent tweets, Ralph posted an image that consisted of a countdown. This countdown was for 20 days, 16 minutes, 20 seconds, and the caption said April 30th. According to Ralph, this countdown is for when Modern Warfare 2 official reveal has been scheduled for. In the following tweet, he stated that he feels the reveal has been scheduled for a May release window. Check out the Twitter post by Ralph's Valve below. Okay, so potential 20. This was what? Yesterday? No, on April 9th. So we're talking like 18 days away. Yeah. Naturally, players should take this information with a grain of salt as it does not come from any official source. May reveal does not sound that far-fetched since the game might release in the fall of this year. So we'll see. It's just a reveal. They're not saying like releasing the game or anything, but reveal of new Marvel for it. So if you're into shooters, again, Call of Duty, Battlefield games, they really have lost their appeal to me over the years. So this isn't a big hype for me, but it's news, and so it's important to our segment, right? And so if you're into shooters and everything, be ready because there might be a reveal for Call of Duty's new iteration coming up for May. Battlefield 4 was pretty good, dude. Yeah. Battlefield 4 was pretty good, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Battlefield 1? Dude, that's some old school stuff. Yeah. Really, whenever I was most into like those games was like between like 20 what? I think those games were really at their peak for me gameplay wise, man, in like 2012 through like maybe even 2011, 2012 through like 2014, 2015. And they just kind of started dropping off for me, man, in quality a little bit. I don't know. And I just kind of fell out of them. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Yeah. So that'll do it for news today. I hope everybody enjoyed the segment. Again, if you're viewing this on YouTube, I'm starting to put these up on YouTube. If you are enjoying this on YouTube, we do these segments every single morning prior to us playing games in the Twitch channel. So you should be able to find the link in the description down below for the Twitch channel. And so maybe come by and check us out. And if you're enjoying the content, please, consider hitting the like, subscribe button, and I don't know, leave me a comment or something if you have anything to say about what we talked about. Cool. Thanks so much.